care what people say to me. That's like when I used to work at Walmart. I would say, if somebody sneezes, I wouldn't just say bless you. I'd say God bless you. A customer was in there and took the Lord's name in vain. And I turned around and I asked her, I said very nicely, I said, please don't take my Lord's name in vain. Well, she got up on her high horse and went to an assistant manager. And I said something to her, or to my manager, and he said, Pat, don't worry about it. He said, I got it. And nothing else was said to me. Because he was a Christian, he knew that I was a Christian, and he knew that I was very nice when I would say something to a customer. Even back then, and that was back somewhere between 2006 and 2010. I've had people say, you need to take those signs down. When I worked at Comcast, I would have signs up there, about Jesus and this and that. You need to take those signs down. No, I'm not. You don't like it? Don't look at it.
Right.
It's my desk. This is my desk. I'm not pushing it on you. If you don't want to be a Christian or you don't want to believe, I'm not going to push it on you. If you have questions about it, yes, I'll talk to you. But I'm not going to push it on you. No matter where I work, I never pushed Christianity on anybody. If they come up to me and they say, can you talk to me about this? Fine, I'll talk to you about it. If you want to know about Christianity, about Jesus, I'll talk to you about it. But I'm not going to push it on anybody.
Right. Yeah, look what they're doing. Look at Trump. Look at the Trumpists are doing. Look at the, I call them Trumpist supporters. Look at the Trumpist supporters are doing. When we post the truth, what do? They attack us for posting the truth. When we don't attack. I attack back, and I attack back with the facts. I throw books out there like Charles Cranher, Things That Matter. Things That Matter. Or I even use a Hurricane book. Hurricane book, by the way. Did you know? He's got a great book out there called The Right Problems, What the President, Congress, Every Candidate Should Be Working On. And did you know that Herman Cain was attacked by Mitt Romney? Herman Cain was attacked by Mitt Romney, and I don't hear a word from the news media. But however, when you hear about Ben Carson and Ted Cruz, they're making a big deal about it. But you did not make a big deal about it when Mitt Romney got attacked Herman Cain. They didn't make a deal about it then. Why the hypocriteability now? Why is that? How come it's so hypocritical now than they were 4 years ago? Why is that? Because of Trumpy? He's got an influence over them? Did you know that Trumpy paid for all the tickets for all the networks of all of his town hall meetings have been sold out. You can't buy them. The networks admit this. All of them have. CBS, ABC, CNN, ABC, Fox News even admit that the Trumpy tickets have been sold out from the news media has no more tickets left for Trumpy. They actually had them at the stations. They had them at the stations where you can actually pick them up. And they never released that to the public. Why? They did not want you to know about it. And we called up Channel 4 News. We called up Carl 7 News. And we also called up KVAL News. We also called up KTLA 5 News in Los Angeles. And they said, then they have all admitted this on the air to us, that we actually did have Trumpy tickets. Discount tickets for Trumpy to go see Trumpy. And we told people to go out there and support Trumpy. This is the influence that the news media had. This is the kind of influence that Trumpy gave to the news media. It does not even be televised at all on a national radio television whatsoever. It's not at all. Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
See, that should be illegal. He should not be allowed to do that. And he's being allowed to do it because of his money.
Right. He's getting away with it. He said money, power corrupts every time. That's exactly what's happening. You know this. And we know about this. And you can only throw this little network so far before we actually do something. We take matters in our own hands. It's seriously.
That's why I said I want to come face to face with him because I'm going to tell him point blank, you cannot intimidate me.
Mm-hmm.
You may think you can,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what happened to Thought, didn't you? Of course, I won't say it, but.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But still, I mean, you cannot intimidate everybody.
Nope.
You're going to come up against some people that are going to say, enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Your money cannot buy me.
Right.
And it's I'm getting sick of it. I really am. Like I said last night in the group the other group that I'm in, I went off. I told him, I said, you need to stop acting like Ted has lost everything.
No, he hasn't.
Because he hasn't.
No, we got Super Tuesday coming up. And like I said, and the news media is all in favor of Trumpy. If Trumpy wins, he goes up against going against Bernie Sanders. We're going to get a little progressive like Bernie Sanders. Here's the thing. I told you before beginning this prog before it began the beginning of a radio program. We told you this. If you want to keep America safe from ISIS, you better vote for Ted Cruz. If you don't want another terrorist attack to happen, you better vote for Ted Cruz. If you don't want your radio station going off the air by EMP threat, you better vote for Ted Cruz. You have no. That's what you want. You want MyPillow.com to be on the air, or you don't. You want MyPillow or don't you? You talk about MyPillow. You talk about also with another Nutrisystem. Nutrisystem is huge on Fox News right now. Nutrisystem with that commercial with Osmond. Denise Osmond. You see that commercial with Nutrisystem. The EMP will happen. That'll be all be gone away. All these pack rats. That's what I call them. All these pack rats who are putting money, the special interests, in these into these super PACs, and they're buying materialism such as commercial airtime, support your candidate over with the influence that you have for your sponsorship, and you're telling us that we need to use this product. This product's good for you. Oh, how's that product going to be good for you when you can't even go on the air because of the EMP threat? Or the EMP will happen. The EMP attack will happen here, and that's all be gone. So your money, all the money you have now, you won't have anymore. How are you going to survive? How are you going to continue? With the EMP, you cannot have your heart monitor. You can't go into your you can't even have going into a CAT scan. You can't use it because there's no. You can't use it. You can't use those kind of equipment at all when the EMP happens. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. You can't use anything that has to do with electronics.
Right. Right. You see.
Where you use electricity for, you can't use it.
That's right.
Your cell phone, your laptop, nothing, your stove, even if it's a gas stove, because it's still powered by electricity.
Well, guess what? By the way, Apple has come out with a new computer that has an anti-EMP threat on it. Actually, they actually do have the capability. They want $2,000 for it, but they actually do have the capability right now. They actually do have. So your computer system will be fine. But I don't know about say the CAT scan machine. I don't know. I just don't know. The EMP happens. You can't go into find out exactly what the problem is when you're diagnosing your illness. You're supposed to have Obamacare. And how you're supposed to know exactly what's wrong with you when they can't use these specialized equipment to do so because of the EMP threat. I mean, you want to talk about Obamacare, you want to talk about jumping care. I mean, they're both the same thing. They're both they're both the same. It's both. We're going to make America great again. Using the same slogan as um, as hope and change. Hope and change is the same thing as Trump is saying right now. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you look at the fine line, what Trump is saying is exactly what the Obama regime has been saying for the last 5 years. If you really look at it, seriously look at it. If you look at the similarities going on, but they're not even talking about this on Fox News, are they? They're not bringing this out, are they? They're not bringing the similarities between Trumpy and the Obama regime. They're not doing it. They're not doing it, are they? You know why, don't you? Because because all these money that he gave to like Newsroom system to have the commercials on the air on Fox News. That's what they're paying for. This is what you're getting. This is what you're seeing right now. So Trump is paying for the commercials for Fox News. That's what he's paying for. He's paying for airtime. He's paying for trying to be paid for censorship of the news report. That's what he's paying for. Smart man, but he's not smart enough because we figure it out.
Yeah, he's trying to say that nobody has a higher IQ than he does. Is that why he bombed out in the universities?
Good question. That's a great question, by the way. That's a great point you brought up. I'm not going to argue about that.
Oh yeah, because I received some email that he didn't go to any of the like Ivy League colleges or universities. He went to a local one, and he just barely passed.
Right. That's
yeah.
He also got a lot of inheritance from his family too as well. You see, family inheritance. That's how Trump got this guy's money by a start, by the way. Just like J.P. Morgan did. J.P. Morgan, the same thing. These guys are ruthless. These guys are power hungry. J.P. Morgan is no different than what Donald Trump stands for. He's ruthless. He's power. I mean, these guys got power. He will do anything he can to annihilate the competition. He'll do anything. And that's why the attacks are so aggressive. And that's what you're seeing right now, because that's what he's telling the delegates to do. He's telling the delegates to do this. And this is what you're seeing on social media. And the news media is not reporting this at all either. And this is called, by the way, I got a book called, it's right here. I'm going to bring this out. It's called Bullying, by the way. I got right here. This is called Bullying. You see this? It's called Bullying, and we have the book right here about this. And this is what's happening right now to, talk about cyberbullying. Well, guess what? That's exactly what these guys are doing. And by doing that, it's called harassment. This should be, this is against the law, by the way. Harassment, cyberbullying is against the law.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't see the Trumpy supporters getting arrested at all. Do you?
Nope.
They're getting away with it, aren't they? They're getting away with it. And you know what? I had a big discussion about this. My friend Dara, who works for the Kelly Ward campaign down in Arizona. She's a big one of the main staff members for Kelly Ward for United States, for U.S. Senate. By the way, it's a U.S. Senate race in Arizona. Kelly Ward and we got cyber attacked by the Trumpy supporters. Seriously, and we did. All I did was just post up the record what Donald Trump has done. That's all we did, and we got cyberbullied. We both got cyberbullied, and we had over 1,500 messages not messages, but posts, comments on our Facebook wall. 1,500, and these are all cyber attacks. Every single one of them was a was derogatory, was a threat. These were actually threatened me. Seriously, they actually threatened me, and we actually had to call the law enforcement about this, and make it and have take a report, a written report over the phone. It was that bad, and I've been calling networks about this, and there's nothing being done. And I don't see how they can't get away with it. I don't understand this. It's evilness. It's pure evil. I don't know how else to describe it. It's evil.
Yeah, it is.
This is not right. This is totally. This is. Like I said, there should be laws in place, and they're not following the law, are they?